Hi guys, it's Bree. Sorry for not having an introduction. I did not have time to shoot one, so we're just going to jump right into the tutorial today. I am using the e.l.f. eye primer and liner sealer and using the primer part and just covering my full lid and rubbing that in completely for it to act as my base. Next, I am taking my e.l.f. flat shader brush, and it's just a, like I said, simple flat eyeshadow brush. This is just the e.l.f. one, and my LA color gold pigment. It is a sparkly golden color. You can get it at the dollar store, but it actually works really well. And I am just completely packing that on my eye, making sure to pat and not rub, otherwise we will just move the color around and we will get no form of color payoff. Next, I'm taking my e.l.f. 100 color palette and using a deep chocolate brown. This is going to act as our outer V and crease color. And I am taking the CoverGirl rounded shader brush. It's just a nice fluffy, slightly dense brush. I don't think that made any sense because fluffy and dense are the complete opposite. But I'm just taking that to the outer about third of my eye and just really packing that in. And right now I'm just placing the color and I will be blending later. So like I said, we're just packing that to the very outer third of our eye and up into the crease just slightly. Next, I'm going to just wipe off that same exact brush, and I am going to use that to blend out the brown color that I just applied. And now taking a dense angled brush, I'm using the e.l.f. one, and my MAC matte charcoal brown shadow. I am going to put that just in the outer V and really darken it up a little bit. And right now we are just applying the color and we will be blending it out a little bit later. I might do some blending in this as I'm doing it. I'm not really sure, but we do blend it out with the same color later. And now with my e.l.f. eye contour brush, and again the MAC charcoal brown, I am taking a little bit of that and just blending it out to once again darken the outer V, but just make sure that we don't have any super harsh lines. And once again, with the MAC charcoal brown and my MAC 266 angled brush, I am going to place that on the outer half of my lower lash line just to give some definition. I guess it's more outer 2/3 because we have a little bit of the gold pigment in there, and I thought it looked kind of nice with the gold. We just blend it together slightly. And now once again with the e.l.f. 100 color palette, I am taking a tan color. It's very light brown, and I am just going to take that on that same cleaned CoverGirl rounded shader brush and just putting that up in the crease where above the crease where the darker chocolate brown ended, and just blending that out to make it nice and smoked out. And now with again the same e.l.f. 100 color palette, I am taking a off-white color. It has a bit of gold flecks in it, I suppose. It gives it a little tiny bit of gold shimmer to it, and again I cleaned off that CoverGirl round shader brush, and I'm just using that to apply the off-white and gold color to right under my brow bone and to the inner corner as my highlight. Now I am taking my Maybelline Eyestudio gel liner in Blackest black and any eyeliner brush. I'm just using the one that came with it, and I am going to line my tight line and my waterline with this liner just to give it a bit more of a dramatic look, because this is going to be a kind of date night look. And now I am taking, it is actually a paintbrush, but it is a thin angled brush and a matte black eyeshadow, excuse me, along with my e.l.f. liner sealer portion of my eye primer and liner sealer, and just applying that serum to where I want my eyeliner to be, and just placing the black shadow over the top of it so it acts as a liquid liner, but I just didn't feel like using a liquid liner for this look. Obviously, if you would like to, feel free to. It wouldn't do the look any harm. It might even make it look better if you choose to. And for the liner, whether I'm using liquid liner or using this eyeshadow method, I always start from the middle and work out, and then I go to the inner corner and line that, and as soon as I get my line, I will create my little flick and then fill that in after I'm finished. And I did do it a little bit differently with the shadow just because you really don't have to be as careful, but generally that is what I will do if I'm using liquid or gel liner. So I've already moisturized and primed my face. I used the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Primer, and now I'm taking my DreamLumi concealer and covering up any blemishes that I have, along with the CoverGirl Coverall Stick to cover my under eye circles. Now I am taking the L'Oreal Magic Nude foundation in, I think, 205 Ivory. And this stuff is these, 310 Light Ivory, sorry. This stuff is seriously amazing. It is the foundation that is supposed to go from a liquid into a powder, and let me tell you, it is probably the best foundation I have ever had as far as how it feels. It does not do a whole lot of coverage unless you build it up, but it is very buildable and you do not feel like you have anything on at all. And it really does feel like you are putting a powder on after you have worked it in slightly. And really, I mean, it is seriously the best foundation I have used as far as feeling light and like you have nothing on. It does the job and you really don't need too much of it. And I'm doing what it said to do here. You shake it up and apply it to your hands and rub it in. You're not supposed to use a brush or sponge or anything with it. It is so super quick. I do this stuff when I'm running late, or even if I'm not, because I really like the finish of it, and it covers just enough to where you know that you're wearing makeup, but it's not like in your face you have 4 inches of makeup on. So I seriously do recommend this foundation. And now, since I talked through all of that, sorry, but I'm using my Bare Minerals full coverage Kabuki brush, and in my Profusion makeup palette in 01, I am using a coral color. I'm just using a coral blush. You could use any kind of blush you want. It looks really orange in that, and all the bronzers, it all looks the same, but it is a really beautiful coral color. And what I'm doing is I'm making my fish face and applying it to the middle and back of my cheeks and then working it out. You are supposed to do that. Most people think that you're just supposed to smile and apply it to the apples of your cheeks, but that is actually a trick makeup artists use to aid you. And so doing it this way, you already give yourself a slight contour without actually contouring, and you do kind of shave off a couple of years. I had my mom try this and she really does feel a lot better, and it really does make a noticeable difference as far as your age goes. Next, I'm just going to fill in my brows, and you all know how to do that, but I will let you know I am using my MAC 266 brush and my charcoal brown shadow. And now I'm going to curl my lashes and apply mascara. The mascara I am using in this is the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Jet Black Mascara and the Maybelline Deffin-A-Lash Waterproof Mascara. And I am using the waterproof one on both my upper and lower lashes. And now, last but definitely not least, I'm going on to the lips. I am using the Avon Glimmer Stick in Misty Rose and just going to line and fill my lips with that to give it a bit of color before I use my sample of Clinique Superbalm Tinted Lip Treatment in 05 Bronze Spice. And that is it for this look, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, if you've seen any of my other videos, I am very new to YouTube, so let me know if you like what I'm doing and I'll continue. Thanks, bye.